Hello everyone, Gamer Ryan 3587 coming back at you with another live stream, and I'm playing the game College Football 27, Penn State Nittany Lions home franchise. We are Penn State. We are Penn State. If you're new to the live stream broadcast or shorts, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 3587 on YouTube and Facebook. Also, let's aim for 400 subs, likes, really help the channel grow. Thank you. Peace. We are Penn State. Let's go. Uniform. We are Penn State.
Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, Penn State made one of the most interesting hires of the offseason. Matt Campbell has shown that he can do it all at Iowa State. Tough nose, and he is a physical coach that makes sure his players play tough. Let's see if the Blue Bloods can get a blue-collar work ethic and bring Penn State back to excellence. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds.
Just gotta set a few things up. Excuse me. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back in a minute.
So Marshall's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. Big, talented, and dangerous, and Benjamin Bramer fits the bill. Hit the portal, came over from Iowa State. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays. Driven back.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Hansen. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Searching for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he's stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. And here comes Carlos Del Rio Wilson. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On the run, it's Boston. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads it left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there and you got the guards next to him. but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack. Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rush right in his face. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Marshall! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Penn State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Hand off from the shotgun. Nowhere to go.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Here comes the Heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Left side is Hansen. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Parsons. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Turns it upfield. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Leaves it with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Hansen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense set for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hansen. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch. Well, one thing you know about Penn State when you've watched them play in recent years is they were absolutely loaded at running back. Maybe the best 1-2 combination over the last several seasons in Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen, David. Now both those guys are gone. There's going to be some new faces toting the rock, but this is Penn State. They've got to be able to run the ball.
They do, and you think about this new era with Matt Campbell coming over, obviously bringing Hansen at the running back spot, but you know how he likes to do it, man. Multiple tight ends, run the football. Rocco Beck's going to be steady at quarterback, so whether it's Hansen, whether it's Peoples who comes over from Ohio State, I expect the ground game to be what Penn State fans are used to. And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. And he'd hope to pin them deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tells the run, wants to pass. Right side, it's Payne. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Working the ground game. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Lets it fly. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. 2nd and long here. Quarterback keep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Looks it in. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looking for a man, it's Beck. Quickly out to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Out wide left, it's Sauer. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Find some room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurd!
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to pass, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Now the toss. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
On the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Throws to the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To the air, it's Beck. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Cuts it upfield. It's Hansen. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Selling the fake. Rushes on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. See some running room. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Run ends there.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Look out! And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Marshall will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Sells to run, looking to pass. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Hansen. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got him on the RPO. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for 6. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it in the middle, it's Norton. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it in his belly. Turning it on.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on fourth down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. On the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. give to the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Finds a spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
That game was a dud. That game was a dud, guys. That game sucked. Just couldn't get going what we wanted to get going, and as a result, we take the L. Penn State loses to Marshall Thunderbird, 31-13. Oh, I need to see what I did. No. Oh, I didn't do anything. If you're new to the broadcast, like and shorts, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe, also follow my social media, Gamer Ryan 357 on YouTube and Facebook. Also, let's aim for 400 subs with 2 likes. It's really helped the channel grow. Let's see where we're going with recruiting.
Glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Link. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Temple Owls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. Bringing it back. Makes a move. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. So the Temple Owls offense will have first crack at this one. And you'll remember the last time these two clashed, it wound up being a tight one right to the finish.
And you know it's always going to be emotional, David. There's so much trash talking in rivalry games like this. These two teams, these two fan bases absolutely hate each other, and they let each other know about it all game long, even before the game.
And that's what makes it so much fun to cover. Who can manage their emotion, not get those dumb penalties, like be really locked in, dialed in, not let all the outside noise affect their play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little. Time to get to that first down marker.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Under pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw, it's Shepard. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Owls are rolling down the field. Turns up, it's Hardy. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Smith. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
We are Penn State. We are Penn State.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Left side is Peoples. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in at the 25. Oh, what a cut! Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Quick give. It's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Between the hashes, it's Chase. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Smith. There he goes. Enough to move the chains. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat,
and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
and settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Rush right in his face. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First and 10 for the offense. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll run the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out wide left, it's Hansen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The run inside. It's Smith. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Scanning the field, it's Shepard. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. Pulled to the ground.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Temple lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. The give to the left. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Just got rid of that one.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And the field goal unit is on the field. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. they'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Long way to go on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Owls will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Shepard. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Temple lining up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Rifles it down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They'll move the wide receiver. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Out wide right, it's Sowell. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Left side is Sowell.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Hits inside, it's Smith. Good gain there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking downfield. Pulls it in. It's Hansen.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Looking downfield. It's Beck. Fires to the big fella. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Straight ahead, it's Hansen. Snowed under by the defense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Good, right down the boulevard. That brings them to within 1.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Good, strong tackle.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Temple lining up to punt it away. Trying to get started. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Running inside. It's Hansen. They were all over it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Beck. Right side, it's Hansen. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. Keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride him again. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Caught in the backfield. It's Hansen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got it. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
To the air, it's Beck. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity. Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. In the backfield, it's Hardy. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. No wasted time as the defense uses a timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
You got to give it to this defense, too, because they know they've got to get off the field. They need the ball back, and they know the offense is going to run it. So getting more bodies closer to the line of scrimmage, and the big fellas up front winning the one-on-one battles.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Temple lining up to punt it away. On the return. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Sets his feet. It's Beck. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Sowell. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the try is no good. And, guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Not the day that this kid was hoping to have here. After that miss, he's now only 2 for 5. He's cost his team 9 points already.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thankfully, it's only early in the season. That loss is okay. Start off on 2. Gonna have to pick up this next lead if we want to get in contention with the W. Ready.
Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Buffalo Bulls and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I checked in with the Buffalo head coach before the game. This is a very motivated squad. Coming in here against a Big Ten team, these guys have a lot to prove. He said, we're not intimidated in an environment like this, and I expect our players to be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. Big, talented, and dangerous, and Benjamin Bramer fits the bill. Hit the portal, came over from Iowa State, and what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment.
Hey, guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. In this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they're going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position group.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Trying to make one miss. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Buffalo Bulls offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy will sneak around, not always in the spotlight, but he is somebody you have to deal with. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Got the 1st down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He uncorks one deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They give it to him again. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Burge. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Defense all over him.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Off play action. Looking left. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And a brand new era in Happy Valley. New head coach in Matt Campbell. Drew Aller gone at quarterback. Rocco Beck comes in from Iowa State, David, and lots of eyes on Rocco Beck. Did a lot of really good things during his time in Ames, Iowa, and he's now got to be able to take this Nittany Lion offense to the next level. Everyone that's watched this guy play knows he's got lots of ability, and he's going to get an opportunity to put that on display today.
Lots of ability, new environment, obviously familiarity with the coaching staff is good, but there's also something to all of those starts. You know, this guy has seen it all. He's been there. He's done that, right? Like, interested to see all the pieces that were brought with him, but you're right. New year, new system, new fans to get used to in a new place, but Rocco Beck's been a dude throughout his college career.
Scoreless as we head into the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll give it to People. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Right back to the well. All over him immediately.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Right side, it's Sowell. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Catches it at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Rushes on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the ball comes to rest right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
From the gun, it's Hansen. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. On his way back from the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Shelton. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Sells to fake. Look out! On the move to the left. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
Looking for a man. It's right. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. How about this job by the defense. A well-disguised blitz by the free safety results in a sack.
And you don't blitz the free safety much because he's a guy that stays back usually. But what do? You said well-disguised. That's what you got to do. You got to make it look like you're dropping for a pass, bring the blitz. Offensive line was full. He comes flying through there, untouched, gets the sack.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for.
Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Wolves use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Hansen. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Drops back, it's Specht. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hansen. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to bull his way in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. They're all over it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quick give. It's Hansen. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Just feeds the running back. Got the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Becht. Oh, pressure's coming. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. On the return, it's Crawford. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Makes the catch at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Beck. Caught behind the line, it's Peoples. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The fake wants to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Out wide right, it's Hansen. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Takes a handoff. It's Shelton. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulls decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
2nd and long here. The run inside. It's Hansen. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Snags it, and he's open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's up and no good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Moving the pocket, it's right. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hits inside, it's Birch.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the ground with the counter. They get him stopped at the 26, but, boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Turning, headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulls.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Beck. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the two-point conversion to tie things up. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's got it. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Shoots it to the left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his big tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. He'll be stopped at the 28. That's a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and they'll need 2 on 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. He gets a block. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Straight ahead, it's Hansen. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Long way to go on second down.
Here we go. Ready.
Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. Picked up 8 yards there. Third down and 2. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The offense comes out needing a score here, down 1 possession. Drops back on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the right. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Fires to the right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll go with Peoples. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.
This is bad, man. I'm not doing too good.
Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Wisconsin's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quick give. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The lone back's got it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Big, talented, and dangerous, and Benjamin Bramer fits the bill. Hit the portal, came over from Iowa State. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
Hey, guys, we just know, and we kind of laugh about it. When we talk about this team, you know you're going to get a tight end. Like, you just know you're going to get a big, strong, athletic guy in matchups. It was no different watching tape this week. And this offense, they found a great one, not surprisingly, Palmer, because it seems like they do it every single year.
And on offense, they're smart, right? I mean, it goes through the tight end. In the passing attack, that's oftentimes where the quarterback's going to be looking first, and we see that all the time. And so it's no surprise they've been able to reload this position and stock it up. You're going to see multiple tight ends in formations today, and they are going to attack this defense vertically down the field, throwing to what has always been their best position group.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Now here's Joseph. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Throwing Joseph. Makes a catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Wants to keep it in the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Coleman. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Swamped immediately.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's in! Touchdown, Wisconsin!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Running inside, it's Hansen. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Might as well run him again. And he is greeted and knocked down in the backfield. A negative play for this offense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sets his feet, it's Beck. Out wide right, it's Peoples. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle him, and you got to get him to the ground, and that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Joseph. Under pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Right side, it's Coleman. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll move the tight end. Tells the run, wants to pass. Complete. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Ready to go.
The play fake. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Trying to establish the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And the Badgers will call on their punt team. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Just gets rid of that one.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy. And
he's got room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Badgers line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And he gets it away.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. The Nittany Lions peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Play action on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Got the back over the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Left side, it's Sowell. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got the tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Penn State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense really struggled in the first half, but how about taking the last possession down the field, punching 6 on the board with a chance to tie this football game up. Low scoring, but nice job finishing this half with a touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Sells to run, looking to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection. The quarterback has got to find a way to get rid of that football and not take the negative play. But this has been a defensive war so far.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Trying to take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Running to the left. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Across the 45. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long. From the gun, down he goes.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Out wide left, it's Hansen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. They just keep firing. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
He gets just a few links away from that first down marker as they almost convert on third down there. Has to have it on 4th down. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. Give to the back. He's got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Joseph rushes on. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield, and he's got...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
RPO complete. Got him right there.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Pulls it. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the option. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Finds the tight end. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. The kick is on its way. Making his first move. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Joseph on the play action. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second and long here. They'll run it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They punt it away on fourth down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Back to pass, it's Beck. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They take over, holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Now here's Joseph. They're all over him. Heaves it deep. Goes high to pull it in. Turning it on. Touchdown, Badgers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
From deep, it's Martin. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. They'll need a bunch on second down. To the air, it's Beck. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go?
He wants to go deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Finds his big tight end. Hard running there. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Hands it off. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Penn State will spend its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. In the dead of the crowd, here's Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw, it's Beck. He's taking a deep shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He wants a big play here late. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws it deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week again.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
I'm going to end it right here. And that's going to end this live stream. Live stream got this shorts. Don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow my social media at Nittany Lions 357 on YouTube and Facebook. Also a team for 400 subs with the likes, so it will really help the channel grow. Thank you. Peace.